We are so tuned into the senses of the human body needing to acknowledge some sort of physicality in something. So we're constantly looking at something. Hey guys, it's Terrie. So great to see you. How's your heart today? How's that wonderful heart of yours? I hope it's well. I wanted to talk to you today about something that a lot of us don't really realize we're doing, and we don't mean to do it, okay? We don't mean to do it, and it's such a human, natural, normal thing to do, and that is wanting something so bad that we don't get it. I know. My heart is breaking just thinking about it. So basically, the more you want something, the less you get it. Did you ever wonder why? Like, why the fuck does that happen? Well, I'm going to tell you why it happens. It's very woo-yance. Okay? Well, actually, it's more scientifically based than anything else. But it becomes more woo-woo when we're trying so hard to conjure something up. Right? And sometimes we'll do it through witchcraft. Sometimes we'll do it through various rituals. Sometimes we want it so bad, we'll go see a Reiki therapist, or, we'll go get the crystals. Oh yeah, the crystals. And we'll have all these psychic readings, and we'll go to the psychics and get all our answers and all that stuff, when really, really the answers lie within us. And I'm a psychic, I'm a medium, I do energy healing, I do all the things, but I'm here to help you access this for yourself, right? So that you don't have to be dependent on anybody, but you can still check in every once in a while with me. Let me know how you're doing, yeah? So I'm sure I might be pissing off a lot of other energy healers and psychics and all of that, but I'm also a truth seeker, and that's what I do, right? So here's the reality. I'm going to tell you really what the secret is. The question is going to be, are you going to be able to practice and implement this? That I don't know. That's up to you. That you probably want to get support with and through. Because being a human being and navigating this human experience, you have to understand we're very spiritual. And the most spiritual thing you can do is practice spiritual practice while still being human, understanding and knowing that you have some sort of sense of control. You're not at the chaos of the universe, and that you can work as a team and co-create with the universe. And the way you do that is by managing your energy and understanding that there is science to a lot of what we are doing, right? And science will be proving more and more as we get more technologically, that was a really hard word for me to say, advanced. So we're going to go a little bit into why you wanting something so bad is not happening for you. You're not getting it, no matter how much and how hard you're trying. So in physics, there's this thing called the collapsible wave function. Okay, I'm going to make this really super easy and digestible for you. It's a bunch of it's just a bunch of particles, okay? Right? And I believe it was Einstein who actually came up with this. I could be wrong. I'm not a scientist. I'm not a physicist, but I'm a woo-yantist. I like to know the science behind a lot of this woo-woo stuff, right? So you have these particles, right? They are acting in a certain way. When they behave in a slow moving vibrational frequency, as you know, if you've been watching me, they become more tangible, more physical, more showable to you, even as a synchronicity, okay? They show up, you get to see them, you'll acknowledge them, you'll know them, you'll feel them, they'll be around, they show up as signs, right? So what happens is, as we know, where we place our attention, that's where our energy goes. Yes, we all know that. Yes. So if we're placing our attention onto something, and with the collapsible wave function, what's happening is that you have these particles these subatomic particles moving, behaving, acting in a certain way, as soon as attention is placed on them, they disappear. Okay? They disappear. And then as soon as no attention is placed on them again, they come back. And then they disappear. Right? So what's happening, and this is, it's like magnetic forces, right? Because there's energy being put onto another energetic field or another energetic particle, whatever, right? So it's feeling, these little particles are feeling and are responding to this magnetic force, and it breaks it up, right? So the more we are wanting something, it means the more we are placing our attention on something. So by the collapsible wave function theory, what's happening? The more you put your attention on it, the more it goes away. As soon as you turn your head and you stop looking at it, they come up and they show up again, right? So when you're wanting to create something in your life, it's actually counterintuitive to stop paying attention to it, right? We're gonna wanna pay attention to it. We wanna nurture it and cultivate it. You know, like our children, babies, right? We feed it, we change the baby. You know, we nap the baby, right? Because we want it to grow and we want it to thrive. That's instinctual for a human being because that is a physical thing that has to grow, expand, all the things. But not everything is physical. Actually, everything is actually non-physical. But we are so tuned into the senses of the human body needing to acknowledge some sort of physicality in something. So we're constantly watching something. We're constantly looking at something. And what we're unknowingly doing is activating the law of repulsion, where we're going to push it. Well, we're not pushing it away, but the forces, the magnetic forces of energy are pushing away. So the more you want something, the less it's going to happen. The more you want that guy to call you or text you back, it ain't going to happen. So the more you're checking your phone, those energetic frequencies are going away. But the more you put your phone down, away, in your purse, whatever, ding, 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 hey, sup, right? Sup. I hate those fucking texts. But my point is that the more you want something, the more you are activating the law of repulsion. So when we're doing manifestation and creation work, if you're doing witchcraft, whatever it is that you're doing, harnessing energy, what you want to do is you do want to have intention. You have to have intention. Intention is the desire for something to happen, and then the action steps and being in action so that it comes about. But you have to be aware of your attention. Attention, because when you're putting out your attention, remember, you're also clearing all of those energetic frequencies, and it's counterintuitive. So it's not an easy thing to do. So you have to ask yourself, do I care too much about this, that, or whatever it is? Am I caring too much about it? Now, really what you're caring about is not the actual thing, you're caring about the outcome. And you know, the Buddhists, they're like, don't care about the outcome. Don't have the attachment to how this is going to go or this is going to go. And that's where our suffering comes in. And the reason why we're having such a fucked up, hard, miserable time trying to get something we want is because we're so attached. It's just human nature. This is part of the human blueprint. So remember, the most spiritual thing that you can be doing is actually learning how to balance and regulate your energy, which is all through emotions, right? So if you are desperate, people, desperation leads to the law of repulsion. It's the number one thing that is going to get in your way. How desperate are you? How badly do you want something, right? So this is not new concepts at all, but I'm hoping that maybe by me breaking it down for you in a way like this, it will help you understand why you're not getting what you're getting. Well, there's also a couple other things that are happening. Look, this manifestation and creation of reality and just who you are and getting what you want and, you know, harnessing energy, you know, there's a lot to it. It's not just, you know, it's not just one thing like law of attraction. No. Do you realize that this is part of law of attraction, right? So law of attraction has many, many facets, and there are also other parallel variables, right? Other ingredients to the reality pie, right? But it's all about energy. So, you know, if you're putting something super important, if you're wanting something so bad and you're making it more important than who you are, your own energy, guess what? You're going to push it away from you. You're going to activate the law of repulsion, and the collapsible wave function is going to happen, and you're just going to sit there and go, I want it more. And it's going to be this vicious loop, this vicious cycle of energy that is completely and totally being wasted. So really, really be aware. So I'm always saying, how's your heart today? Is your heart feeling a little desperate? You know, sometimes it happens. No shame in the game. Feel it. But when you understand, okay, right now, in this now moment, in the very present moment, I am feeling a bit, I don't know, desperate. Then what I can do is I can regulate and balance that out. Well, what can I do to feel better and change my energy, change whatever is happening from desperation to something else? You know, and usually it's by doing something that you enjoy doing, that you have fun doing, that you like to do. Even something as simple as Abraham Hicks would say, pet your animal, pet your dog, pet your cat, pet your fish. What? Sure. Pet your fish. Why the fuck not? Okay, so that's what's happening, okay? It's important to have intention, but also know where your attention is going. You're managing, balancing, regulating, and you are incoherent. Coherency with the brain and the mind coordination when you know where your attention is going. Know your energy, people. Know your energy, right? If there was any part of this video that resonated with you or you saw yourself doing a little bit of this, I mean, I do all the time. I'm constantly going, okay, Terrie, reel it back in, take it back in, which again is the most spiritual thing you can do while being human. Then like this video, please. I would love for you to like this video. It tells other people, it actually brings attention to other people who might need to know this information so that they can click on this video and learn something as well. So that's how you can help me. I'd appreciate that. Click that like button and stay connected, you guys, right? Stay connected. Stay connected to your friends and family. Stay connected to yourself. And of course, you can stay connected to me. Check me out at terriehuberman.com, especially if you want to work with me one-on-one. And I'll see ya on the flip side.